Good morning and welcome to the Indy Boomer Show. I'm Mary Pat McKee. I publish a magazine called Indy Boomer. That's Debbie Knox on the cover there. I am sitting here this morning with Wes Young.
Good morning.
Good morning. Who is with Senior Solutions Consulting. It's always a mouthful to me for some reason.
It is. Senior Solutions good enough.
See, okay, Senior Solutions. That's very good. Hey, before we get started, we want to do a couple things. We want to talk about this Saturday is the Hamilton County Harvest Food Bank here at the Wofford Theater down on South 10th Street in Noblesville. Please bring your canned foods. This Harvest Food Bank supplies 22, 27, a whole bunch of food banks in Hamilton County. And, you know, they need food all year round, not just at Thanksgiving and Christmas. So if you can, bring your food in. You bring food, they're going to give you food. He's got free, Jim's got free hot dogs and popcorn and drinks and all kinds of good stuff for you. So be sure and come down Saturday. And that is from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. down on the south side of Noblesville. As always, we want to thank Jim Wofford for the show, for the opportunity to have the show. Wofford Theater, Logan Signs, Street Signs and Manners, and all that good stuff. Want to remind everyone also that you can pick up a copy of Indy Boomer magazine now at any CVS store in Marion or surrounding counties. So be sure and stop in and pick one up. Real interesting story on Debbie Knox. Speaking of the magazine, Wes writes us our column. You've been doing it now for a couple of years,
yes,
I believe. But it is our Money Matters page. And I'm going to default to Wes on this because I know I will mess it up. But Wes, tell us what Senior Solutions Consulting does.
Well, thanks. Senior Solutions, I've been doing this for about 15 years, and we do veterans benefits and we do Medicaid. Mm-hmm. So anybody who is needing in-home care, assisted living, nursing home benefits, or might be diagnosed with some kind of a issue that might lead to needing in-home care would be somebody that we'd like to talk to about being able to get some additional funds to help pay for in-home care, assisted living, and nursing home. VA benefits being one of them. We do a thing called the Aid in Attendance Program, which is something that very few people have ever heard of.
I've been telling everybody.
Yeah,
everybody
well,
I can think of.
And I have too, and unfortunately there's a whole country full of people, and
yeah.
the VAs even send out a letter, well gosh, it's been a couple of years now, that says, you know, this program is completely underutilized by the veterans in the United States. I think there's only like 170,000 people that use this benefit, and there's millions of veterans just in the state of Indiana alone. So,
right.
So this would be a program that would provide $1,149 a month to a surviving spouse of a veteran, $1,788 to a veteran, that's maximum benefit, or $2,120 to a couple that might need some help. Now there's two components. It's a health component, so you need to have a doctor or somebody certify that you need a little bit of help around the house, cooking, cleaning, bathing, toiling, transferring. Those are called
home health, non-medical, possibly.
Yeah, those are called the ADLs, activities of daily living. So if you need somebody's aid and attendance to get through your day,
right,
then that would be the health component, and then there's a financial component as well, and that's never really kept us from getting benefits because there's ways to protect assets and get people qualified. So that's a benefit available to veterans.
Their spouses.
Their surviving spouses or couples. So that is a way to pay for in-home care, to keep somebody at home as long as you can by bringing extra folks in the house. So
let's stay on that for just 1 second. I want people to know that don't automatically assume that you have too many assets to apply for the VA aid and attendance, correct?
Yeah, good point. A lot of people like to disqualify themselves by saying, well, I make too much money, or I have too much in savings, or I have a house or a car or something like that. That's not an issue that we can't deal with to get people qualified.
Exactly.
So,
well, it doesn't hurt to call and ask, because this is money, if you were a veteran, that is yours, and you deserve to have it and use it for whatever, you know, health reasons you may have, or so on and so forth.
Right. It was a program created a long time ago by the government to help repay veterans who weren't paid much when they served.
Right.
For age-related issues, not service-connected. Service-connected would be I was injured in the war or due to my military service.
Right.
This is age-related health issues for veterans who served during wartime.
Exactly.
So-
Now, and that's just one aspect, and I know you were getting ready to say it, but Medicare or Medicaid? Medicaid. I always get them mixed up. I'm so sorry.
And no, that's a good point. That's a good point. Medicare is the health insurance you get at age 65. Most people get Part A, hospital, Part B, doctors, and medical care, along with a supplement and some other things. But that is the health insurance you get at 65. Medicaid is a program that pays for a lot of things, two of which I deal with. One is nursing home care, which can run about $220 to $230 a night here in Central Indiana.
When you say nursing home, are you talking assisted living or are you talking skilled care?
Skilled nursing home.
Okay.
Just what everybody would use the term nursing home.
Okay.
And about $230 a night equals about $7,000 a month. And when you have a spouse at home that spends a couple $1,000s a month to live, now we're talking $9,000 a month. Well, I don't know anybody in Indiana that I know that can afford to pay that kind of money for very long.
On a regular basis, yeah.
Right, so Medicaid benefits would help pay for that. And there are some fantastic rules that allow us to protect a house and a car and a lot of savings for the healthy spouse. Even if you've been in a nursing home for a couple of years, we can still save 100% of what's left for a couple and maybe half or more for a single individual. So Medicaid nursing home care is some fantastic rules. The other program we work with is Medicaid waiver, and that does pay for assisted living. So a select number of facilities around Indianapolis or the central Indiana accept what's called Medicaid waiver, and Medicaid waiver is a way for somebody to be